next, let's hear about Matt's experience with commercialization at Ultra Electronics USSI.
He's got slides. You told me.
First of all, I'd like to thank IU and for Nydia for inviting me to be part of this panel today. I think it's great anytime innovators and businessmen get together. Our slogan at USSI right now is "You dream it, we make it." And really, as a quick introduction to who Ultra Electronics is, Ultra Electronics is a mid-sized defense contractor. We are based out of the UK, and we own a group of about 20 businesses worldwide. I say we're mid-sized. We have about $1 billion a year in revenue. USSI then is the largest of those companies, and we're based in Columbia City, Indiana. We also have an office where we produce fuel cells in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We have about 500 employees, and our annual revenues are about $150 million in 4 product categories. And from biggest to smallest, really, a lot of people know the old Magnavox team is now USSI. We produce a device called a sonobuoy. Sonobuoys are sold to the U.S. Navy and other friendly navies to understand and detect where enemy submarines are. That's about 85% of our business. And we have 3 other small parts of our business which fall into the rugged commercial products area. First is a small voice amplifier which fits on a mask of a military or a fireman's mask to allow them to communicate while they're in the situation. We also have a solid oxide fuel cell, which is primarily for UAV power and for backup power at rail crossings. And finally today, and what I'd like to showcase today is the Hyperspike portion of our company and that product line. These are high fidelity, extremely clear, extremely loud acoustic devices, both for indoor and outdoor mass notification. It's an example of how our company is really reaching out and adding to our business by creating or transitioning technologies into real world products. So another slogan is "He dreamed it, we made it." And the he is Kurt Graber at Water Corporation. Kurt contributes intellectual property and concepts and prototypes to our company. In exchange, then, Ultra Electronics USSI adds development engineering, contracting, sales and marketing, the distribution, and also the production. It's been a great partnership over the last 10 years or so, and we've taken over 100 of his concepts and ideas and turned them into over 20 production products now in the real world. And again, the curve voice looks really smooth and happy here. I promise that's not how the ride always goes. But in the last 10 years, we've now produced a business within a business that produces about $10 million a year annual revenue. So what was our recipe for success? And really it's, how does it work, the mechanics. The mechanics are, first we started with a teaming agreement, and that was really writing down what everyone's expectations are and how we're going to work together formally. That includes a right of first refusal, where USSI gets to look over Kurt's or Water's portfolio and select the products that we think we can commercialize successfully. In exchange, Water gets a nice royalty from every product that's sold. But more importantly, why does it work? It works because we've built a strong and lasting relationship. I think that's got to be foundational to everything that's done when you're commercializing a technology. That includes common goals. We work very hard to make sure that we are constantly involved in each other's strategic planning annually. We meet monthly formally to review the portfolio and make adjustments to our plan as we go forward. And our teams work daily to make sure that we're always headed in the same direction together. And I think most importantly, we've adapted to change. I think where the company and Water and the partnership thought we were going 8 and 10 years ago is maybe different than it is now. Again, we've got that bedrock foundation of working together and trust and teamwork that allows us to handle any bumps in the road and adapt to these change, and especially changing market conditions. So this has led USSI to be in a position now where we've got a model which works very well, and we're looking now to replicate that and bring on additional technologies. So again, hoping to network with people here today and understand who's got the next plan to success. Thank you.
Well, beyond building companies and licensing intellectual property, what are some other ways that universities and industry could work together for mutual benefit?
Just to add to what Brian said, USSI has a specific mission right now to increase our university engagement. There's a lot of dimensions to what we're doing, but some of the key elements there, really we're starting to interact with the technologies and the IP portfolios more and on a consistent basis. We have our own team members now serving on specific boards within the universities. And then also, in addition to obviously hiring talent out of college, we're also reaching, before that. We're really trying to form relationships with the departments and get engaged with a curriculum and understand, how we can hire interns, how we can sponsor senior projects, how we can coach and mentor the students throughout their career so that, one, we're developing the university and the region, and secondly, we become a employer of choice when they're ready to enter the job market. So there's a lot that we're doing to increase the university engagement.
You need, some core business expertise. You also need the commercialization. You need the actual technology. But which area of expertise is most important, and how do you make up for what you don't have? And I'm guessing partnerships are part of this, but how do you go about that, and what's most important?
Yeah, no, I think you're hitting on a lot of good points. I think what we try to do at USSI, and me personally, is make sure that we check our egos at the door. We don't try to be something we're not. We don't try to be everything. Like Brian said, when we meet other companies or other entrepreneurs, they have big holes in their offering as far as the total go-to-market strategy. And as long as we can have that open dialogue about this is what we're really good at and this is what we're no good at, and match that, I think that's a winning combination going forward.